This is indeed a wonderful day in the city of Pompano Beach, and welcome everybody to this great opportunity to get together and celebrate our city and what we've been doing. I'll tell you what, first, before I go any further, I'd like to introduce some folks that I work with every single day to try and make this city the best it can possibly be, and that's our city commissioners. With us here today, we've got City Commissioner, of course, representing District 5, Barry Moss. You'll hear from him in just a few moments. Then we've got representing District 4, we've got City Commissioner Beverly Perkins with us. And then one of our newest city commissioners representing District 3, my city commissioner who represents my area, Allison Fournier. Like I said, we've got a couple other commissioners couldn't be here this morning. Andrew McGee, the vice mayor, and also Rhonda Segerson Eaton representing District 2, but they're here in spirit. But we work every day, like I said, to try and make the city the best it possibly can be for all the residents and visitors. And I think things have turned out pretty nice lately. All right, so let's see. They gave me a list of things to cover here, so I got to go through that. Let me put my glasses on so I don't miss anything. Here we go. Of course, I am terribly excited to be here and be part of the City Commission to see another GO bond project. It was gratifying to me personally. It was before I was even the mayor, of course, but when the residents came out and they voted for the general obligation bond to fix up our streets, our parks, our fire stations, our bridges, things like that. The residents supported that initiative, and we are delivering on the promise that we made with that GO bond. It's we're putting the projects together, we're getting them done on the street, so to speak, and really it's astounding the difference it has made in our community. So thank you to all the residents for supporting the GO bond and made all this stuff possible. Let's see, the Palm Aire Bridges Improvement Project goal was more than just basic improvements. It's an infrastructure project, yes it is. We made a stronger bridge, but also, of course, in the city of Pompano Beach, we pay attention to aesthetics, and that's, you can see, we've got the railings, we've got the artwork, we've got the lighting. I mean, everything just comes together. We've got wider sidewalks, structural improvements, flowering tree canopy, we've got pedestrian connections to just make sure it is part of the community, but uplifts the community. And that's really what we have tried to do throughout our city, not just here, but every part of the city with our GO bond projects. It's to make our city better, and it really shows. But now I'd like to give a shout out to some of the people that really, worked hard and made this project happen. The City Commission and Mayor, of course, we work every day, come up with policies and direct staff, but without the people on the ground, nothing happens. And I'd like to first recognize our City Manager's office. We've got with us today Earl Bosworth, our Assistant City Manager. Of course, I also want to recognize, of course, our Parks and Rec Department for helping put these types of events on. Thank you very much. We got Scott Moore, we got Kate over here. Thank you. Of course, every day our Public Works Department works very hard to make sure the city of Pompano Beach looks the best possible, and they're with us here today. Yep, they're out there. All right, there you go. And of course, our folks with the Broward Sheriff's Office that always make us safe. We appreciate them being here and helping with all these events and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you for everybody. And I know our fire rescue department is also nearby in case we need them. But the folks that really had hands-on this project, we're talking about the actual contractors and folks. So the Whiting Turner Contracting Company, D. Lamb, Jeff Bond, I'm sure they're here somewhere. Yep, over there. There we go. Thank you, Whiting Turner. We had the engineering company, Ty Lynn Engineering, James Cantor. James, are you here? Nope, but thank you for them. CSR Construction, Paul Arcella. There we go. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the work. David's Asphalt. We had David Holly Sr. David, you here? Don't see him, but that's okay. Of course, Cutting Edge Industries took care of the landscaping enhancements that we've got. That's Jim Jankowski. Is Jim here? Well, he's probably somewhere in the city of Pompano Beach. We keep him busy because he does such good work with his company. Of course, without proper oversight, things can always go wrong. And in the city of Pompano Beach, we're very proud of our oversight, and that comes down to our Pompano Beach engineer, Fernand Tony, who oversees the GO bond projects. Fernand, where are you? There he is, out there. And of course, the gentleman you heard from before I got up, and that's Mr. Horatio Danovich. Horatio He no longer works for the city. He is a consultant with the city, but he previously worked for the city, and he oversaw the GeoBond projects during the formation, during the vote, during the early stages of construction of many of the projects. So Horatio has really been a driving force behind a lot of these projects, and I personally want to say thank you for all the work you have done, Horatio, and continue to do. But this, like I said, is one of many projects that we've got going on in the city, and it's truly emblematic. It shows the care that we have for our community. But this was a worthwhile project. The proof is in the attendance we got here today. We've got the walkers, runners, the bikers of Palm Aire, the Palm Aire trail users. We've got a community here within the city of Pompano Beach known as Palm Aire, and this is for you. And thank you so much for being here today to help us cut the ribbon and continue to enjoy this. And one more time, I do want to recognize the gentleman who put his trademark artwork on all these bridge abutments, these and down there, and that's Mr. Dennis Friel. Dennis, please stand up. Stand up. I don't know if you ever get in your boat and go down the Intercoastal, but he also has his artwork on the Atlantic Boulevard bridge abutments. He's also got his artwork throughout the city of Pompano Beach and other places, other bridges. And if you ever need any beautiful artwork of any kind, visit his shop down there on the East Atlantic Boulevard. Dennis, thank you so much for what you've done. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to ask now for our District 5 City Commissioner, Barry Moss, whose district, of course, this is in, if he can come up here and give a few words, as many as you like, Commissioner. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank my colleagues on the commission for being here today, Commissioner Perkins and Commissioner Fournier for being here. I don't have any prepared statements, but I'm going to wing it. But I'm usually pretty good at winging it, and nobody's ever accused me of being at a loss for words. First, I want to thank all the friendly and familiar faces I see here. Thank you all so much for turning out. Really happy that you're here. One of the things the mayor did not tell you about, the GeoBond for District 5 really had quite a number of things in it, which included a beautiful renovation of the McNair Center in Collier City. That was a multi-million-dollar job, transformed it into something really beautiful. The bridges, the walkways, the landscaping, also very, very important. But probably the most important is the fact that in District 2, we have 2 brand new fire stations. And that is really a game changer for this district, because for a long time we were underserved. And with the anticipated growth across the street and in other areas, we're going to need the fire protection that we need. So I'm very happy to welcome you here, to see these 2 bridges finally come to fruition. And I also want to recognize my good friend, Darlene Smith. Darlene is sort of the person who lit the spark that got the walkers and the bicyclists and the nature photographers together. So she deserves a round of applause for everything that she's done for this community and for keeping our Palm Aire environment as lovely as it is. So, with no further ado, I will put the podium back to Horatio. Again, thank you all for being here. Thanks in sharing this important moment for Palm Aire. Right. There you go.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yes, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut the ribbon. 3, 2, 1, cut. All right.